Hey friends! Tonight we gather under the soft glow, preparing to journey inward, letting the modern world fade gently away like the last blush of sunset on a distant horizon. Let the incessant notifications, the to-do lists, the demands of the digital age all recede into the background hum of existence. Allow yourselves, just for this brief and sacred space, to be fully present. You find yourself transported, perhaps, to ancient lands where the air hums not with the frenetic energy of commerce, but with stories untold, etched into the very stones, whispered on the wind, and carried in the bloodlines of generations. The very soil remembers the touch of gentle, healing hands, hands that knew the language of herbs, the secrets held within the earth, and the profound power of compassionate presence. Imagine the warmth of the sun, not the harsh, relentless glare of midday, but the mellow, golden light of late afternoon, bathing sun-baked stones in a soft, forgiving glow. Feel the heat radiating upwards, a comforting embrace that seeps into your very bones. Imagine the scent of dust, not the gritty dryness of neglect, but the fragrant, earthy aroma of ancient settlements, of terracotta and sun-dried brick, mingled with the sharp, invigorating scents of ancient herbs, perhaps rosemary, lavender, or thyme, crushed underfoot and carried on a light breeze that whispers through olive groves and fig orchards. There is a stillness here, a profound peace that awaits you. Not the manufactured stillness of a sensory deprivation chamber, but the deep, resonant quiet of a place that has witnessed centuries, a place where the rhythm of life is dictated not by the clock, but by the cycles of the sun and the moon, by the turning of the seasons and the ebb and flow of human experience. This is a quiet space for your heart and soul to breathe, to expand, to release the accumulated tensions of the day, the week, the year. So, before you get comfortable, take a moment to like the video and subscribe, but only if you genuinely feel a connection to what I share here. Let it be an act of resonance, a quiet affirmation that you too are drawn to the wellspring of gentle healing. Feel free to post your location and local time in the comments. It's a beautiful way to feel connected across the miles, to weave a tapestry of shared intention across geographical boundaries. Imagine for a moment all of us scattered across the globe, yet united in this shared space of quiet reflection, a silent chorus of souls seeking solace and connection. Now, dim the lights, let the shadows deepen. Perhaps wrap yourself in a cozy blanket, a tangible symbol of comfort and self-care. Light a candle if you wish, and let its flickering flame serve as a focal point for your attention, a gentle anchor in the sea of your thoughts. And let's ease into tonight's gentle reflection together, like easing into a warm bath, allowing the water to envelop you, to soothe your muscles, to calm your mind. Let us begin. Section 1. The Echoes of Ancient Healing. You are here, now, settled in this space, feeling the weight of your body against the chair, the softness of the blanket against your skin, the gentle hum of your own breath. You feel the gentle invitation to quiet your mind, not by forcing it into submission, but by gently guiding it, like coaxing a wild bird to rest on your hand. Let the thoughts drift by like clouds in the sky, without clinging to them, without judging them, simply observing them as they pass. The imagery of ancient lands begins to unfold within you. not as a distant historical fact gleaned from textbooks or documentaries, but as a living energy, a vibrant tapestry woven from memory, imagination, and intuition that resonates deep within your own being. You see, the hands that offered comfort and healing in those distant times and places were not separate from you. They were connected to the same source of gentle grace, the same wellspring of compassion that is available to you right now in this very moment. The thread of human kindness, of healing intention, runs unbroken throughout history, linking us to those who came before us and to those who will come after us. You find yourself standing, not literally, but metaphorically, in a sun-drenched courtyard, the stones warm beneath your bare feet. Feel the rough texture of the stone against your skin, the subtle imperfections that speak of age and wear. Perhaps there is the scent of figs or olives in the air, a deep, earthy fragrance that speaks of rootedness and resilience, of sustenance and survival. Perhaps you hear the gentle murmur of a nearby fountain, the soothing sound of water trickling over stone, a symbol of cleansing and renewal. This is a place where time seems to slow, to bend and warp, to lose its rigid linearity. The urgent demands of the present moment soften, like harsh edges blurring in the fading light, allowing for a deeper connection to something timeless, something beyond the fleeting concerns of the ego. You are not rushing to meet a deadline, to answer an email, to fulfill an obligation. You are simply being, present in your body, present in your breath, present in this moment. The air itself feels restorative, carrying the echoes of generations who sought solace, healing, and understanding in these very landscapes. They came seeking relief from physical ailments, from emotional wounds, from the existential anxieties that plague the human condition. They came seeking connection to something larger than themselves, to a source of meaning and purpose that transcended the mundane realities of their daily lives. And in this place, they found it. Imagine a gentle hand reaching out, not to fix or to hurry, not to offer unsolicited advice or empty platitudes, but simply to touch with profound presence, with unwavering compassion, and with a deep understanding of the inherent dignity of every human being. This hand understands weariness. It knows the ache of the journey, the weight of the burdens we carry, the sting of past hurts, and it offers a quiet strength that doesn't demand anything in return, a silent reassurance that you are not alone, that you are seen, that you are valued. It is the essence of gentle healing. Not a forceful intervention, not a quick fix, not a magical cure, but a supportive, loving touch that allows the natural processes of restoration to unfold. Like a gardener tending a delicate plant, providing the right conditions for it to thrive, without forcing it to grow faster than it is ready. It is the art of creating space for healing to occur, of trusting in the body's innate wisdom, of honoring the individual's unique journey. You feel this presence now, not as a tangible sensation, but as a subtle shift in your awareness, like a warm current flowing through the space around you and into your own heart, melting away the icy grip of fear and anxiety. It's a recognition that healing isn't always about grand gestures, about dramatic breakthroughs, about overcoming seemingly insurmountable obstacles. Often, it's found in the quiet strength of compassionate presence, in the simple act of being truly seen and accepted, in the gentle embrace of unconditional love. The ancient lands remember this truth. The dust remembers the steps of those who carried this gentle energy, the healers, the caregivers, the wise women and men who dedicated their lives to alleviating suffering and promoting well-being. And now you are connecting with this ancient memory, this timeless flow of gentle healing energy that transcends specific places and eras, that is accessible to us all at all times, regardless of our circumstances. You breathe it in, deeply and consciously, filling your lungs with the fragrant air of the ancient courtyard. You let it settle, like a gentle rain nourishing parched earth, soaking into your cells, dissolving tension, restoring balance. You allow yourself to receive this quiet.
Section 2. Echoes of Eternity, tuning into the whispers of peace. The warmth of the ancient courtyard still radiates against your skin, a tangible echo of centuries past. But beyond the physical sensation, you perceive a shift in the atmosphere, a subtle realignment that resonates within you like the first tentative notes of a forgotten melody. It is not a sound that assaults the ears, but a profound knowing that subtly infuses the air, carried on a breeze that seems to have traveled from the dawn of time. It is the feeling that peace is not a fleeting commodity confined to a specific place or epoch, but a vibrant, enduring force that vibrates through the very fabric of existence, a cosmic constant, accessible to all who learn to listen. Imagine this ethereal whisper, this gentle resonance, as a continuous wave undulating across the tapestry of history. It crests over the sun-baked peaks of ancient hills, where shepherds watched their flocks under skies teeming with stars. It flows across the endless expanse of sun-drenched deserts, whispering secrets to the shifting sands, secrets of resilience and the enduring power of life. It weaves its way through the cacophony of bustling ancient marketplaces, where merchants traded not only goods, but also stories, hopes, and the simple pleasures of human connection. And it finds its way, inevitably, into the quiet, unassuming corners of humble homes, sanctuaries of solace and love, where families gathered to share meals, laughter, and the unspoken bonds of kinship. This whisper is the collective resonance of every moment of peace ever experienced, every act of kindness ever performed, every gentle touch of healing ever offered. It is the sum total of human compassion, a testament to our capacity for empathy and understanding. These moments, these actions, are not lost to the ravages of time. They are not ephemeral flashes destined to fade into oblivion. Instead, they are meticulously woven into the very warped and weft of existence, becoming part of the symphony of the universe. And you, my friend, are capable of tuning into this sublime orchestra. Consider the moments in your own life when peace has unexpectedly descended upon you, a sudden and welcome guest. Perhaps it was a fleeting stillness during a particularly chaotic day, a momentary reprieve from the relentless demands of modern life. Or maybe it was a profound clarity amidst a sea of confusion, a sudden understanding that allowed you to navigate a complex situation with grace and ease. Perhaps it was simply a feeling of profound contentment during a quiet evening, a sense of wholeness and belonging as you savored the simple pleasures of solitude. These are not isolated incidents, anomalies in the chaotic flow of life. They are, in fact, reflections of that universal whisper, glimpses into the underlying harmony that sustains us all. They are echoes of the same peace that inspired acts of selfless heroism, fueled movements of social justice, and comforted the dying in their final moments. They are reminders that beneath the turbulent surface of life, a current of tranquility flows eternally, waiting to be tapped into. You are invited now, in this very moment, to listen for these whispers. not with the crude instruments of your physical ears, but with the subtle antennae of your heart and soul, with the refined sensitivity of your spirit. They are present in the rustling leaves of the trees outside your window, each leaf trembling with a secret of life, whispering tales of resilience and renewal. They are present in the steady rhythm of your own breath, the constant, unwavering anchor that tethers you to the present moment. They are present in the quiet, persistent beat of your heart, a reminder of the life force that animates you, that connects you to every other living being on this planet. They are also present in the memory of a kind word spoken to you, a gesture of generosity that warmed your soul, a moment of shared laughter, a fleeting connection that transcended the barriers of language and culture. They are present in the comforting embrace of a loved one, a silent affirmation of belonging and unconditional acceptance. These moments, these memories, are all imbued with the resonance of peace, waiting to be rediscovered and savored. This gentle resonance transcends the limitations of physical distance and the relentless passage of years. The peace felt by a weary traveler finding shelter in a distant land is connected to the peace you cultivate within yourself right now, in the comfort of your own surroundings. The compassion shown by a nameless stranger to a suffering soul in an ancient village is connected to the empathy you extend to those around you today. There is a profound and undeniable interconnectedness in this gentle flow of peaceful energy, a network of consciousness that binds us all together. You are, in essence, part of a vast and intricate network of moments of stillness, compassion, and grace that stretches backward and forward in time, an unbroken chain of light connecting generations. You are not alone in your pursuit of peace. You are surrounded by the echoes of countless others who have sought the same solace, the same tranquility. And that connection, that shared aspiration, is a source of quiet strength and profound belonging. The ancient lands remember, and so do you, on a deeper level than conscious thought, on a level that resonates within your very bones. You carry within you the collective memory of humanity, the accumulated wisdom of ages. You are a living embodiment of the enduring power of peace. The spiritual theme woven throughout this experience is the omnipresent and enduring nature of peace, a force that transcends the limitations of time and space, echoing through history and readily accessible in the present moment. The evocative image is the gentle whisper of peace, a subtle breeze carrying the weight of centuries, whispering secrets of resilience and hope. And the contemplative question, offered with the utmost gentleness, softly asks, perhaps we might consider how often we inadvertently overlook the subtle whispers of peace that are already present in our daily lives. How often do we become so consumed by the noise and demands of the world that we fail to notice the quiet moments of grace that surround us? How often do we search for peace in distant lands or exotic practices when it is already waiting for us, patiently, in the simple act of breathing, in the warmth of human connection, in the beauty of the natural world? Perhaps peace is not something to be sought, but something to be recognized, something to be embraced. You take a deep, gentle breath, drawing in the warmth of the courtyard, the subtle scent of ancient stones and blooming jasmine. With each exhale, you consciously release any effort to force or control, any lingering anxieties or unresolved tensions. You relinquish the need to understand, the desire to analyze. You simply allow yourself to be present, fully and completely, in this very moment. You are listening, not with expectation or anticipation, but with an open heart and a receptive mind. You are allowing the gentle whispers of peace to find their way to you, to permeate your being, to nourish your soul. You are recognizing your inherent connection to a heritage of peace that spans millennia, a lineage of compassion that stretches back to the very origins of humanity. And that connection, that profound sense of belonging, is a source of quiet strength and a foundation upon which you can build a life of meaning, purpose, and unwavering peace. The ancient lands remember, and so do you, on a deeper level than conscious thought, on a level that resonates within your very bones. You carry within you the collective memory of humanity, the accumulated wisdom of ages. You are a living embodiment of the enduring power of peace.
Section 3. The Desert Bloom. Resilience in Aridity. As the subtle whispers fade, carrying with them the echoes of comfort and connection, your awareness gradually shifts. The transition is almost imperceptible, like the slow turn of a kaleidoscope, until a new vista unfolds before your inner eye. This is not a scene of immediate comfort, nor a panorama of vibrant abundance. Instead, you find yourself facing a landscape that, at first glance, might seem harsh, unforgiving, even desolate. Imagine a vast expanse of cracked earth, fissures etching their way across the parched surface like wrinkles on an ancient face. The soil is dry, brittle beneath an unrelenting sun, a sun that beats down with a fierce intensity, draining the land of its moisture and casting long, stark shadows. The air shimmers with heat, and the silence is broken only by the occasional rustle of wind that whips across the barren terrain. This landscape might evoke in you the memory of challenging times, difficult situations that have tested your spirit, leaving you feeling drained and depleted. It might echo periods of hardship, loss, or struggle that have left you feeling vulnerable and exposed. But, even in this seemingly desolate scene, something extraordinary begins to emerge. As your gaze softens, you notice a glimmer, a spark of defiance against the backdrop of aridity. Sunlight, the same sunlight that seems to punish the earth, catches on something small, something tenacious. It is a single resilient bloom, pushing its way through the cracked soil, its petals unfurling in a defiant act of beauty. The color is vibrant, a splash of unexpected vibrancy against the monochrome backdrop of brown and gray. It is a testament to the power of life, a beacon of hope in a place where hope seems to have withered away. Perhaps your eye is drawn to the stubborn green of a plant clinging to life against all odds. Its roots burrow deep into the earth, searching for the slightest trace of moisture, drawing sustenance from the hidden depths. It is a symbol of perseverance, a reminder that even in the most challenging environments, life finds a way. This is the image of hope in a seemingly impossible place. Growth emerging from hardship, a testament to the enduring power of life and resilience. It reminds you that even in landscapes of challenge, dryness, or difficulty, the potential for light, growth, and healing is always present. Just as gentle hands brought comfort to those navigating hardship in ancient times, just as healers offered solace and guidance in the face of suffering, there is a gentle energy that supports you now, even when your path feels parched or difficult. This support is not about instantly erasing the challenges, about magically transforming the desert into a lush oasis. It is about something far more profound, recognizing the seeds of resilience that lie dormant within you and around you, acknowledging the subtle ways that grace provides nourishment even in the driest of seasons. Think of the moments in your life when you felt completely depleted,
when the landscape of your soul mirrored this cracked earth. Perhaps it was a time of profound grief, the loss of a loved one that left you feeling shattered and empty. Or perhaps it was a period of intense professional pressure, a time when you felt overwhelmed and on the verge of burnout. Maybe it was a personal struggle, a battle with addiction or depression that seemed to drain you of all hope. In those moments, when the world seemed bleak and unforgiving, did something unexpectedly bloom? Did a ray of hope pierce the clouds, illuminating a path forward? Did a tiny sprout of strength emerge from within you, a reservoir of inner fortitude that you didn't even know was there? This is the quiet miracle of resilience, supported by an unseen gentle current. It's not a forceful overcoming, a violent clash against adversity. Rather, it is a gentle, persistent turning towards the light, finding sustenance in unexpected places, drawing strength from the very challenges that threaten to overwhelm you. Consider the ancient lands, the civilizations that rose and fell, weathered countless storms and endured periods of famine, conflict, and uncertainty. Yet life persisted. Communities gathered, sharing resources, offering support, and finding ways to adapt and overcome. Healing was sought and offered, not as a quick fix, but as a slow, deliberate process of restoration and renewal. They understood that even in the face of immense suffering, the human spirit could endure, that the potential for growth and healing remained. The sunlight on the cracked earth is a powerful symbol that even when things feel broken, dry, or hopeless, the light of potential, healing, and renewal is always present. It is a reminder that even in the darkest of times, the seeds of hope remain, waiting for the right conditions to germinate and bloom. You don't have to force the bloom, to struggle and strive to make it happen. You are simply invited to turn towards the light, to open yourself to the possibility of growth, trusting that the life-giving energy will find you, that the unseen hand of grace will nurture the seeds within you. This is a profound spiritual truth, that hope and the potential for growth are inherent even in conditions of adversity, nurtured by a gentle, persistent grace. It is not about ignoring the challenges, about pretending that the cracked earth is not there. It is about acknowledging the reality of the situation, while simultaneously recognizing the potential for something more, for a new beginning, for a blossoming of strength and resilience. The evocative image lingers in your mind, sunlight on cracked earth revealing resilient life. It is an image that speaks to the power of adaptation, the tenacity of the human spirit, and the enduring presence of hope. And the contemplative question that whispers to your soul, inviting you to delve deeper into the wisdom of this landscape, is this: perhaps we might consider what tiny signs of light or growth are already present in the challenging landscapes of our own lives, waiting to be noticed and nurtured. What seemingly insignificant acts of kindness have you received that have helped you through a difficult time? What small victories have you achieved in the face of adversity? What hidden strengths have you discovered within yourself that have surprised and empowered you? These are the tiny signs of light, the subtle sprouts of growth that can be nurtured and encouraged, allowing them to flourish and transform the landscape of your life. You breathe deeply, allowing the image of sunlight on cracked earth to settle into the depths of your being. You acknowledge any dryness or difficulty you may feel, any areas of your life where you are experiencing challenge or hardship, and you simultaneously open yourself to the possibility of unexpected growth, of resilient life finding its way, guided by a gentle, unseen hand. You visualize yourself tending to the seeds of hope within you, watering them with self-compassion, nurturing them with positive affirmations, and protecting them from the harsh elements of doubt and fear. You recognize that even in the most challenging environments, you have the power to cultivate resilience, to find strength in adversity, and to blossom into the fullest potential of your life. This landscape of cracked earth and resilient blooms is not just a reflection of external circumstances, but a mirror to the inner landscape of your soul. It is a reminder that even in the face of hardship, you have the capacity to find hope, to cultivate resilience, and to bloom into the person you are meant to be. Embrace the lessons of the desert bloom and trust in the gentle, unseen hand that guides you on your journey.
Section 4. Echoes in Still Waters. Unearthing the Wellspring of Inner Peace. As you contemplate the resilient spirit etched onto the face of arid landscapes, a different vision emerges, shimmering with the promise of solace, the profound stillness of deep, ancient waters. It is not the turbulent rush of a river, nor the crashing roar of the ocean, but a quiet, introspective stillness, pregnant with untold stories and the quiet strength of ages. Perhaps it takes the form of a hidden spring, bubbling forth from the earth's secret heart, its waters crystal clear and cool. Or a time-worn well, its stone lips softened by the touch of countless hands, holding within its depths the silent wisdom of generations. It might even manifest as a serene pool, nestled amidst ancient trees, its surface a mirror reflecting the sky, undisturbed by the clamor of the world. These are the waters of stillness, embodying the transformative power of inner peace. In the relentless current of modern life, it is all too easy to become fragmented, our energy dispersed like shallow water scattering over jagged rocks. We are bombarded with information, demands, and expectations, leaving us feeling depleted and disconnected from our core. Yet the ancient wisdom, passed down through the generations by healers, mystics, and contemplatives, understood the paramount importance of delving deep, of accessing the quiet center within where true restoration and profound healing can occur. Imagine for a moment that you are invited to descend into the cool, tranquil depths of these ancient waters. The sun-baked earth recedes above you, and the cacophony of the world begins to fade, replaced by the soft, embracing silence of the deep. The surface disturbances, the ripples of anxiety, and the whitecaps of worry gradually subside, giving way to an all-encompassing serenity. The noise of the external world diminishes, its insistent demands becoming muffled and distant. There is only the gentle pressure of the waters surrounding you, a soft, reassuring embrace, holding you securely in its timeless embrace. This is the essence of true inner stillness. It is not a state of emptiness or void, a blank canvas devoid of feeling. On the contrary, it is a fullness, a richness of quiet presence, a profound awareness of being that transcends the incessant chatter of the mind. It is within this sanctuary of stillness that healing truly begins, not merely the mending of the physical body, but the profound restoration of the mind, the nurturing of the spirit, and the rekindling of the soul. Recall those moments in your life when you have experienced a profound sense of peace. Perhaps it was watching the sunrise in majestic silence, painting the sky with hues of gold and rose.
or sitting beside a still lake, its glassy surface mirroring the clouds above, reflecting a world undisturbed by human intervention. Or simply resting, without agenda or expectation, allowing yourself to be fully present in the simplicity of the moment. In those fleeting moments of tranquility, you were touching upon this very inner reservoir of stillness, drawing strength and solace from its limitless depths. The gentle hands of healers in ancient lands, those who possessed the art of restoring balance and well-being, drew from this very same deep wellspring of peace to offer comfort and healing. They intuitively understood that to effectively tend to the wounds of others, they first needed to be centered within themselves, grounded in the unwavering strength of their own inner stillness, connected to that quiet source of wisdom and compassion. They knew that true healing emanates not from a place of frantic activity, but from a place of profound inner peace. You are invited now to dip into these waters within you, to experience the profound peace that resides at your core. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable and take a deep, cleansing breath. With each exhale, imagine releasing the surface tension, the choppy waves of restless thoughts and gnawing worries that agitate your inner landscape. Allow yourself to sink gently into the quiet depths of your own being, surrendering to the embrace of the stillness that awaits you. Feel the weight of your body supported, either by the chair beneath you or the earth beneath your feet. Release the tension in your shoulders. Let your jaw relax and soften the muscles around your eyes. Allow your breath to flow naturally, without forcing or controlling it. Simply observe its gentle rhythm, the rise and fall of your chest or abdomen. As you breathe, imagine that you are entering a tranquil space, a sanctuary of peace within your own heart. It might be a garden bathed in soft light, a peaceful forest clearing, or the serene depths of an underwater cave. Whatever image resonates with you, allow yourself to fully immerse in its tranquility. In this space of stillness, you may become aware of thoughts or emotions that arise. Acknowledge them without judgment, like clouds passing across the sky. Do not cling to them or try to push them away. Simply observe them with gentle curiosity and allow them to drift on. Your focus remains on the quiet stillness that underlies all experience, the unwavering presence that remains constant beneath the ever-changing surface of your mind. This stillness is always accessible to you. It is your birthright, your inherent connection to the source of all being. It is the foundation upon which your own gentle strength is built, the wellspring from which your capacity for healing, both for yourself and potentially for others, can flow. It is not something that you need to acquire or earn. It is already present within you, waiting to be rediscovered. The spiritual theme that resonates here is the profound restorative power of inner stillness as a wellspring of peace, healing, and profound connection. The evocative image is the deep, quiet waters of a hidden ancient spring or well, a symbol of the limitless potential for peace and well-being that resides within each of us. And the contemplative question gently surfaces, inviting you to reflect on the potential within your own life. What simple practices or moments could help us regularly access the deep, restorative stillness within us? Perhaps it is setting aside just a few minutes each day for quiet meditation, allowing yourself to simply be present with your breath and observe the flow of your thoughts.
or spending time in nature, immersing yourself in the beauty and tranquility of the natural world. It might be listening to calming music, practicing yoga or tai chi, or engaging in any activity that allows you to slow down, quiet your mind, and connect with your inner self. It might be learning to practice self-compassion, treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a dear friend. These are just a few examples, and the path to inner stillness is unique to each individual. The key is to find practices that resonate with you, that help you to cultivate a sense of peace and presence in your daily life. You linger by the edge of these quiet waters, feeling their calm invitation permeating your very being. You dip your hand in, feeling the cool, steady presence of the water against your skin. It is a tangible reminder of the peace that resides within you, a constant source of strength and solace. You know that this well never runs dry, that its depths are infinite, and that you can return to it whenever you need to find your center, to be held by the gentle peace that resides within. It is a gift that you can give yourself, a sanctuary that you can access at any time, regardless of the circumstances of your life. And in that knowing, you find a sense of hope, resilience, and unwavering peace that will sustain you on your journey. You carry the echo of the still waters within you, a constant reminder of the boundless potential for peace that lies.
Section 5. Whispers of Starlight, Echoes of Eternity. Rising with a slow, deliberate grace from the stillness of the waters, you lift your gaze, a fledgling bird emerging from its nest. The world, until now confined to the reflection shimmering on the surface, expands exponentially. The scene shifts, not merely upwards, but outwards, unraveling into the boundless canvas of the night. You find yourself standing beneath a starlit sky, an apparition in this ancient landscape, a solitary figure bathed in the cool, ethereal glow of celestial fire. This is not the muted, compromised sky of a city dweller, filtered through layers of light pollution and smog. This is the raw, unadulterated majesty of a pristine night, the kind only witnessed in places where the earth still breathes freely, far from the invasive glare of civilization. Here, countless stars blaze with a fierce, untamed brilliance, each a distant sun, a potential cradle of life, a swirling vortex of energy light-years away. They are not mere pinpricks of light, but burning beacons, ancient mariners guiding your soul across the cosmic ocean. This image, this profound and humbling panorama, connects you not merely to the vastness of space, but to the immensity of existence itself. It speaks of scales that dwarf human comprehension, distances that defy earthly measure, and time spans that stretch back to the dawn of creation. The universe unfolds above you in its breathtaking complexity, a symphony of light and shadow, a silent testament to the enduring power of creation. And in witnessing this grandeur, a profound sense of perspective and peace begins to settle within you, like stardust gently coating your soul. Beneath this immense, silent dome, your own concerns and worries, the anxieties that usually clamor for attention, begin to diminish, not into insignificance, but into their rightful proportion. They are no longer the defining features of your landscape, but small details woven into a much grander tapestry. The mortgage payment, the looming deadline, the petty grievances, they pale in comparison to the sheer audacity of the cosmos, the delicate balance that holds galaxies in orbit, the persistent miracle of life itself. The same stars that shimmered above the heads of ancient healers and seekers of wisdom in these very lands are shining upon you now, their light traversing unimaginable distances to reach your eyes. There is a tangible continuity here, a profound connection to something far vaster and older than human history, older than language,
older perhaps even than memory itself. It is a connection to the very fabric of the universe, to the fundamental forces that shape existence. This connection can be incredibly comforting, a balm for the weary spirit. It reminds you that you are not an isolated entity, adrift in a meaningless void. You are part of something immense and mysterious, a thread woven into the intricate design of the cosmos. You are held within a universe that is constantly unfolding, evolving, and surprising us with its boundless creativity in ways we cannot fully comprehend, and perhaps are not meant to. Imagine the gentle hands of those ancient healers, skilled in the art of coaxing life back into harmony, drawing upon the earth's wisdom and the sun's life-giving energy. They too operated within the same cosmic context, under these same silent witnesses in the sky. Their understanding of healing was not solely confined to the physical realm. It was deeply intertwined with the rhythms of nature, the cyclical phases of the moon, the predictable dance of the seasons, and the patterns traced by the stars. They recognized the interconnectedness of all things, the delicate web of life that binds us to the earth and to the cosmos. There was a profound awareness that human life is not separate from, but inextricably a part of a larger interconnected web held within a benevolent, if sometimes mysterious, embrace. They sought not merely to cure the symptoms, but to restore the balance, to realign the individual with the natural world and the cosmic order. Their healing practices were imbued with a deep reverence for the forces that govern the universe, a recognition that true healing comes from aligning oneself with the flow of life itself. Look up at the stars in your imagination. Allow your gaze to drift across the vast expanse of the Milky Way, a river of light flowing across the night sky. Feel the cool night air on your skin, carrying with it the scent of earth and ancient stones. Let the silence of the night seep into your bones, quieting the incessant chatter of your mind. Allow yourself to feel small, insignificant even, but in the most comforting and liberating way. This feeling isn't about diminishing your worth or invalidating your experiences. It's about being freed from the burden of having to carry everything on yourself. It's about relinquishing the illusion of control and surrendering to the profound mystery of existence. There is a grander design at play, a universal pulse that beats through all things, a cosmic dance that unfolds with effortless grace, and you are a part of it. You are not responsible for holding up the sky. You are simply a participant, a witness, a thread in the tapestry. Your role is not to control the universe, but to observe, to learn, to grow, and to contribute your unique spark to the cosmic flame. And in embracing this perspective, you find a profound sense of peace and freedom. The spiritual theme here is finding solace and perspective by connecting with the vastness and mystery of the universe, recognizing a benevolent embrace that has cradled humanity for millennia. The evocative image is standing beneath a starlit sky in ancient lands, a silent witness to the unfolding drama of creation. And the contemplative question that drifts into your awareness, like a gentle breeze carrying the scent of wildflowers, is this. Perhaps we might consider how often we allow our myopic focus on immediate concerns to blind us to the comforting vastness and enduring wonder that surrounds us. How often do we become so consumed by the minutiae of our daily lives that we forget to look up, to breathe, to reconnect with the source of all being? How often do we allow our anxieties to eclipse the radiant beauty that is always present, waiting to be discovered? You remain under the ancient, starlit sky, feeling the silent presence of countless worlds, each a potential story waiting to be told. You are held in this immense darkness and light, a tiny, precious part of an unfolding cosmic story, a fleeting moment in the grand sweep of eternity. There is a deep peace in this perspective, a sense of being cradled by something far greater than yourself, something that has witnessed millennia of striving, suffering, and gentle healing, something that endures beyond the limits of our understanding. And in that peace, in that profound sense of connection, you find the strength to face the challenges of your own life, to navigate the complexities of your own journey, knowing that you are not alone, that you are held, that you are loved, and that you are an integral part of the cosmic dance. The stars whisper ancient secrets in the night, secrets of resilience, of hope, of the enduring power of love. Listen closely, and you might just hear them. They are speaking to you, telling you that you are enough, that you are worthy, and that you are exactly where you are meant to be, under the watchful gaze of the eternal stars.
Section 6. The Whispers of the Ancient Herb Garden. As the last vestiges of starlight retreat, yielding to the blush of dawn that paints the ancient landscape in soft hues of rose and gold, a new sensory experience gently awakens the soul. It's not a sight, not yet, but a subtle, intoxicating fragrance that drifts on the cool morning air, the scent of herbs. It's a complex aroma, a symphony of earthy notes and vibrant floral whispers, carried on a breeze that seems to have journeyed from the very heart of antiquity. Instantly, the mind conjures an image, a small, enclosed garden, nestled perhaps behind a humble dwelling crafted from sun-baked earth and weathered stone. This isn't a manicured display of botanical artistry, but a practical, life-sustaining space, an ancient apothecary brought to life. Here, in carefully tended beds, grow herbs celebrated for their healing properties, their vibrant foliage whispering secrets of centuries past. Rosemary, its needle-like leaves releasing a pungent, invigorating scent, stands guard at the garden's edge, a symbol of remembrance and clarity. Thyme, its delicate branches woven into a fragrant carpet, perfumes the air with its warm, earthy aroma, a promise of strength and resilience. Mint, in its myriad forms, spearmint, peppermint, chocolate mint, bursts forth with a refreshing coolness, awakening the senses and clearing the mind. Lavender, its slender stalks crowned with delicate purple blossoms, exudes a calming fragrance, a balm for troubled spirits and weary bodies. And chamomile, its daisy-like flowers radiating a gentle sweetness, offers the promise of peace and tranquility, a lullaby for the soul. This scent is far more than merely pleasant. It's a potent elixir of memory, a fragrant tapestry woven with the wisdom of generations. It speaks of a time when humanity was deeply intertwined with the natural world, when the rhythm of life was dictated by the seasons, and the healing power of plants was understood not through sterile laboratory tests, but through careful observation, intuitive understanding, and profound respect. Imagine the gentle hands that once tended this garden, weathered by sun and soil, often stained with the oils and juices of these potent plants. These hands were not gloved in sterile latex, but bare and connected, directly engaging with the earth and its gifts. These were hands that knew the precise moment to harvest each herb, the best method for extracting its healing essence, the subtle ways to combine different plants to create powerful remedies. These were hands guided by a deep, intuitive understanding of the interconnectedness of all living things. There was a profound connection between the earth and healing in those ancient lands, a recognition that the most effective remedies and the deepest solace could be found in the abundant generosity of nature. Sickness was not seen as an isolated affliction, but as a disruption of the natural harmony within the individual, and healing was approached holistically, addressing not only the physical symptoms, but also the emotional and spiritual well-being. This image of the ancient herb garden reminds you of the inherent wisdom held within the natural world, a wisdom that is often quiet, unassuming, yet profoundly powerful.
It's a reminder that the solutions to many of our modern ailments may lie not in complex pharmaceuticals, but in the simple, potent gifts that have been readily available to us for millennia. It speaks to the power of observation, of patience, and of trusting in the inherent intelligence of the natural world. Think of the simple comfort of a cup of herbal tea when you feel unwell, the soothing effect of certain scents on your mood, the grounding feeling of walking barefoot on the earth, feeling the cool soil beneath your feet. These are not mere pleasantries, but echoes of that ancient connection, that recognition of nature as a gentle healer and provider. They are reminders that we are not separate from the natural world, but integral parts of it, and that our well-being is inextricably linked to the health and vitality of the planet. Consider the power of aromatherapy, the use of essential oils extracted from plants to promote physical and emotional well-being. For centuries, cultures around the world have utilized the healing properties of scents, understanding their ability to influence our mood, reduce stress, and even alleviate physical pain. This isn't just a New Age trend. It's a rediscovery of ancient wisdom, a recognition of the profound impact that the natural world can have on our overall well-being. The spiritual theme here transcends the mere appreciation of nature's beauty. It's about recognizing and honoring the inherent wisdom and healing power present in the natural world, a gift freely given, a resource available to all. It's about acknowledging the interconnectedness of all living things and understanding that our health and well-being are intimately linked to the health and well-being of the planet. It's about shifting our perspective from seeing nature as a resource to be exploited to viewing it as a sacred space to be revered and protected. The evocative image of the scent of herbs in an ancient garden serves as a powerful symbol of this connection. It's a reminder that the answers we seek often lie within ourselves and within the natural world around us, waiting to be discovered and embraced. It invites us to slow down, to be present, to cultivate mindfulness. It invites us to reconnect with our senses, to appreciate the simple pleasures of life, and to find solace and healing in the natural world. It's a call to embrace the ancient wisdom that lies dormant within each of us, waiting to be awakened and nurtured. This ancient herb garden is not just a place of healing. It's a place of connection, of remembrance, and of hope. It's a reminder that even in the face of adversity, the natural world continues to offer its gifts, its wisdom, and its healing power. It's a reminder that we are not alone, that we are connected to something larger than ourselves, and that we can always find solace and strength in the embrace of nature. As the dawn breaks fully, illuminating the ancient landscape in its golden light, the scent of herbs lingers in the air, a fragrant promise of healing, connection, and the enduring power of the natural world. It's a promise to slow down, to listen to the whispers of the earth, and to embrace the simple gifts that are freely given. It's a promise to reconnect with our ancient roots and to rediscover the wisdom that lies dormant within each of us, waiting to be awakened and shared with the world. The garden calls, a silent invitation to return to the source, to remember who we are, and to embrace the healing power of nature.
Section 7. The Inner Pilgrimage. Tending the Landscapes of the Soul. The fragrant whisper of herbs, carried on the gentle breeze, pulls you into a space of contemplation. It's an invitation not to some far-flung geographical quest across sun-baked lands and forgotten cities, but to the more profound and enduring journey within, the pilgrimage of the soul. This is the path you are constantly traversing, the unfolding saga of your understanding, the alchemical process of moving towards wholeness, towards a deeper, more resonant awareness of your own being. Imagine the gentle hands of healers in those ancient lands, the ones whose wisdom extended beyond the mere mending of bones or the soothing of a fevered skin. They possessed a deeper comprehension.
an understanding that true healing permeated every facet of existence, integrating the mind, the body, and the very spirit that animated it all. They perceived each individual not as a collection of symptoms, but as a holistic entity navigating a complex and deeply personal journey through the labyrinth of life. Their purpose was to support that journey, to offer guidance and solace, to nurture growth in all its multifaceted dimensions. And so it is with you, my friend. Your own life's path, that intricate tapestry woven from experience, has presented you with its own unique landscapes. There have been sun-drenched meadows of joy and effortless accomplishment, where laughter echoed and dreams took flight. But there have also been shadowed valleys of hardship and loss, where tears flowed like rivers and the path ahead seemed shrouded in impenetrable darkness. You've known the smooth, easy stretches of road where progress felt natural and inevitable, and the rocky, treacherous climbs that tested your resilience to its very core. Each experience, every challenge overcome, every moment of unexpected grace has irrevocably shaped you. Like an artist adding brushstrokes to a canvas, life has painted layers upon layers onto the story of your soul, each hue and texture contributing to the rich and complex masterpiece that you are becoming. This ongoing journey, this constant process of refinement and evolution, is the very essence of becoming more fully yourself. It is the courageous act of shedding the outdated beliefs, the limiting patterns, the toxic relationships that no longer serve your highest good. It is the joyful embrace of the authentic essence of who you are meant to be, a soul illuminated by its own inner light. When viewed from a place of tranquility, from a perspective of profound acceptance, there is an inherent gentleness to this inner journey. It is not a frantic race towards some arbitrary finish line, a desperate scramble to accumulate achievements or attain some fleeting measure of success. Rather, it is a slow, deliberate unfolding, a graceful dance of growth and discovery, taken step by gentle step. It is the mindful savoring of each moment, the patient tending of your inner garden, and the unwavering commitment to nurturing your own unique potential.
Section 8. The Unburdening, a Journey into Grace and Release. The soul, a voyager on an unending sea, accumulates not only wisdom and experience, but also the barnacles of worry, the seaweed of anxiety, and the heavy anchors of responsibility. As we navigate the currents of life, these burdens can cling to us, weighing us down, obscuring our vision, and slowing our progress towards the deeper, more luminous realms of our being. Now pause and become aware of the particular constellation of weights you are carrying, the sharp-edged anxieties that prick your peace of mind, the dull ache of responsibilities that never seem to diminish, the shadowy fears that lurk in the corners of your awareness. Feel the subtle tension in your shoulders, the tightening in your chest, the furrow in your brow. These are the physical manifestations of the burdens you carry, the tangible reminders of the mental and emotional weight that you have been shouldering. These weights, though often carried with stoicism and a sense of duty, can ultimately deplete your energy, diminish your joy, and cloud your perception of the inherent beauty and potential that resides within you. Now pause and become aware of the particular constellation of weights you are carrying, the sharp-edged anxieties that prick your peace of mind, the dull ache of responsibilities that never seem to diminish, the shadowy fears that lurk in the corners of your awareness. Feel the subtle tension in your shoulders, the tightening in your chest, the furrow in your brow. These are the physical manifestations of the burdens you carry, the tangible reminders of the mental and emotional weight that you have been shouldering. These weights, though often carried with stoicism and a sense of duty, can ultimately deplete your energy, diminish your joy, and cloud your perception of the inherent beauty and potential that resides within you. Now pause and become aware of the particular constellation of weights you are carrying, the sharp-edged anxieties that prick your peace of mind, the dull ache of responsibilities that never seem to diminish, the shadowy fears that lurk in the corners of your awareness. Feel the subtle tension in your shoulders, the tightening in your chest, the furrow in your brow. These are the physical manifestations of the burdens you carry, the tangible reminders of the mental and emotional weight that you have been shouldering. These weights, though often carried with stoicism and a sense of duty, can ultimately deplete your energy, diminish your joy, and cloud your perception of the inherent beauty and potential that resides within you. Imagine now a subtle shift, a gentle easing. The image before your inner eye softens, transitions. Instead of the relentless climb uphill, burdened and strained, picture a tranquil clearing, bathed in soft, ethereal light. Feel the gentle caress of a warm breeze on your face, carrying with it the scent of wildflowers and damp earth. This is a sanctuary, a place of refuge where you can finally set down your load, even if just for a moment. Think back to ancient times, a time when the village healer, the wise elder, the trusted shaman held a sacred space for those burdened by life's inevitable hardships. They offered not magical solutions or instant cures, but rather a compassionate ear, a knowing gaze, and a gentle touch. People sought them out, drawn by the promise of solace and the hope of finding a measure of relief from their suffering. They came bearing their troubles, a farmer facing a failing harvest, a mother grieving the loss of a child, a warrior haunted by the horrors of battle. These healers, imbued with wisdom and empathy, understood the profound power of shared humanity. They knew that simply acknowledging the burden, offering a safe space to express grief and fear, could initiate a profound shift. They understood that sometimes all it takes is a listening ear and a compassionate presence to ease the weight that another carries. Often through a gentle touch, a hand placed reassuringly on a shoulder, a soothing balm applied to a wound, or through the resonance of a kind word, an affirmation of strength, a reminder of resilience, a sense of relief, a lifting of the burden would occur.
This experience, this unexpected release from the relentless pressure of worry and responsibility, is the essence of grace. Grace is not earned through diligent effort or virtuous deeds. It is not a reward for suffering or a prize for perseverance. It is quite simply a gift, something freely given, unbidden, and unexpected that eases the load you carry, that softens the edges of your pain, and that illuminates the path forward. It is a reminder that you are not alone, that there is a benevolent force at work in the universe offering support and comfort in moments of need. You are invited now to consciously participate in this experience of grace. With gentle intention, imagine yourself standing at the edge of this tranquil clearing. In front of you lies the soft earth, inviting you to set down any burdens that feel heavy to you in this moment. You don't have to force them away, deny their existence, or pretend that they don't affect you. Acknowledge them, name them, feel them, understand their origins, recognize their impact on your well-being, and then, with conscious intention, imagine them being softly lifted from your shoulders, from your chest, from your mind. This is not denial, nor is it an act of escapism. You are not running away from your problems, but rather creating space for clarity, for healing, and for renewed strength. This is a conscious act of surrender, a humble acceptance of your limitations, and a trusting belief that you are not meant to carry everything alone. You are acknowledging the presence of something larger than yourself, something capable of providing support and guidance in your journey. The spiritual theme woven into this exercise is the grace found in surrendering worries and burdens, in allowing a gentle, unseen presence to offer relief. It is a profound recognition that true strength lies not in relentless self-reliance, but in the willingness to ask for and receive help. The evocative image that accompanies this theme is the gentle burden being lifted from weary shoulders, a symbolic representation of the release that is possible when we open ourselves to the flow of grace. And now a contemplative question arises softly, like the whisper of the wind through the leaves. Perhaps we might consider what burdens we have been holding on to, consciously or unconsciously, that we could, even just for this moment, allow to be gently lifted. What anxieties, fears, or responsibilities are weighing you down, dimming your inner light, and preventing you from fully experiencing the joy and wonder of life? Breathe deeply, drawing in the life-giving energy of the earth, the cleansing power of the air. As you exhale, visualize the weight lessening, the tension dissolving. Imagine the gentle hands, not pulling the burden from you with force or judgment, but simply supporting it, offering a steady and unwavering presence. Allow yourself to release your grip, to relinquish the need to control everything, and trust that you are being held and supported. Feel the space that is created as the burdens are lifted, the lightness that begins to return to your body and mind. Sense the renewed flow of energy, the increased clarity of thought, and the expansion of your heart. This is the grace of release, a quiet miracle that is available to you whenever you open yourself to receive support, whenever you choose to surrender your worries and anxieties to a higher power. This is a testament to the gentle nature of the divine, a reflection of the compassionate heart that beats at the center of the universe. This divine force does not demand that you be strong enough to carry everything, to shoulder the weight of the world alone. It simply invites you to trust, to allow, to surrender to the possibility of ease and grace. It whispers, you are loved, you are supported, you are not alone. Remain in this space of gentle release for a few moments longer, breathing deeply and allowing the lightness and clarity to permeate your being. Feel the renewed sense of peace and hope as you relinquish the burdens you have been carrying. Know that you can return to this sanctuary, to this place of grace, whenever you need to release the weights that threaten to overwhelm you. This is a practice, a skill, a way of being that you can cultivate and refine throughout your life. The journey of the soul is not about becoming impervious to suffering, but about learning to navigate the storms of life with grace, compassion, and the deep and unwavering trust in the power of love.
Section 9. Footprints on Sacred Ground. Echoes of Gentle Souls.
Section 10. Footprints, Echoes, and the Universal Song. The footprints on the sacred ground remain, silent witnesses to journeys past, present, and yet to come. But as you stand there, heart open, mind still, you might begin to perceive something beyond the visual, a subtle symphony resonating within the very fabric of existence. It's not a physical sound, not the rustling of leaves or the chirping of birds, but an inner resonance, a profound and gentle hum that vibrates with the echoes of ancient songs. These are the harmonious frequencies of universal love and healing, vibrations that have permeated creation since the dawn of time, sung by hearts attuned to compassion, connection, and the fundamental unity of all things. Imagine for a moment the ancient lands, cradles of civilization where the veil between the physical and spiritual was thin, almost transparent. In those times, music, chanting, and rhythm were not mere entertainment, but integral components of healing practices, spiritual gatherings, and the very rhythm of life. The drum beat was not just a percussive sound, but a heartbeat mirroring the pulse of the earth, connecting individuals to the primal energy that flowed through all living things. Chants, carefully crafted with specific intentions and sacred syllables, were not simply melodies, but sonic keys that unlocked deeper states of consciousness, allowing access to realms of wisdom and healing. These were not just performances, they were profound acts of communion, deliberate attempts to tune in to the deeper harmonies of the universe, to align the individual with the universal flow of energy. Think of the shaman, chanting in the flickering firelight, calling upon the spirits of nature to restore balance to the ailing. Picture the temple dancers, their movements a language of devotion, their bodies conduits for the divine energies that flowed through the sacred space. Consider the collective voice of a community, singing in unison, weaving a tapestry of sound that strengthened their bonds and fortified their spirits. These ancient songs are not lost, not confined to the dusty pages of history books or the faded recordings of forgotten instruments. They are still being sung, not necessarily with audible voices, but through the quiet vibrations of love, peace, and healing that permeate every corner of existence. They are woven into the very fabric of space-time, a constant hum beneath the surface of the mundane, a symphony waiting to be heard by those who are willing to listen. Consider the moments in your life when you have felt a profound connection, a deep sense of belonging that transcends the limitations of the physical world. Think of the times when your heart has swelled with compassion for another being, when you have extended a hand of kindness without expecting anything in return. Recall the moments of simple joy, the unadulterated pleasure of witnessing a sunrise, feeling the warmth of the sun on your skin, or sharing a laugh with a loved one. These are not isolated incidents. They are glimpses into the interconnectedness of all things, moments when you are inadvertently tuning into these ancient frequencies. They are echoes of the universal song resonating within your own being, reminding you of your inherent connection to the source of all creation. The gentle hands of healers and spiritual guides throughout history and across cultures have often served as conduits for this harmonious energy, allowing it to flow through them to soothe, restore, and uplift. They understood that healing was not just about addressing the physical symptoms of illness, but about restoring the individual to a state of harmony with their own inner being and with the greater universe. Their touch was imbued with intention, their presence radiating compassion, their every action a prayer for wholeness and well-being. But you don't need to be a healer or a spiritual guide to access these frequencies. They are available to everyone at all times. The spiritual theme that runs like a golden thread through all of existence is precisely this, tuning in to the universal frequencies of love and healing that resonate through all things, connecting us to each other and to the divine source. The evocative image, then, becomes not just echoes of ancient songs, but a vast, intricate web of vibrations, each thread pulsating with life, love, and the potential for healing. And the contemplative question that resonates within you, echoing through the chambers of your heart, is this. Perhaps we might consider how we can more consciously tune our own inner vibration to the frequencies of love, peace, and healing. How can we quiet the noise of the modern world, the incessant chatter of the mind, and create the space within ourselves to truly listen to the subtle symphony of the universe? You allow yourself to feel this subtle vibration, like a gentle hum beneath the surface of everything, the rustling leaves, the flowing river, the beating of your own heart. It is a frequency of deep acceptance, unconditional love, and effortless harmony. It is the song of the universe, and you are a note in it, an integral part of the grand composition. Imagine your body as a finely tuned instrument, capable of resonating with the highest frequencies of love and light. But like any instrument, it requires regular maintenance, careful attention, and conscious tuning. How can you fine-tune your instrument, your being, to resonate with the universal song? By cultivating inner peace, practicing mindfulness, and consciously choosing thoughts and actions that align with love and compassion. By spending time in nature, allowing the earth's energy to ground and center you. By engaging in activities that bring you joy and connect you to your authentic self. By practicing forgiveness, releasing the burdens of resentment and negativity that can dampen your vibration. By opening your heart to others, extending kindness and compassion to all beings regardless of their differences. When you consciously choose to live from a place of love, you become a beacon of light, radiating these harmonious frequencies to the world around you. You contribute to the collective healing of humanity, one small act of kindness at a time. You become a living embodiment of the ancient songs, a walking, breathing prayer for peace and well-being. This connection is always available. You simply need to listen with your heart and allow yourself to resonate with the gentle, loving song. It's not about achieving a certain level of spiritual enlightenment or mastering complex meditative techniques. It's about cultivating a simple awareness, a gentle attentiveness to the present moment. It's about choosing love over fear, compassion over judgment, and peace over conflict. Close your eyes for a moment and breathe deeply. Feel the rhythm of your breath, the rise and fall of your chest. Imagine that with each inhale, you are drawing in the pure, unadulterated energy of love and healing. And with each exhale, you are releasing any tension, stress, or negativity that may be clouding your inner radiance. Visualize yourself surrounded by a golden light, a protective shield of love that surrounds you on all sides. Feel the warmth of this light permeating every cell of your being, dissolving any blockages or imbalances. Know that you are safe, you are loved, and you are supported by the infinite intelligence of the universe. And as you sit there, bathed in this golden light, listen to the echoes of the ancient songs. Hear the gentle hum of the universe, the symphony of creation that vibrates through all things. Allow yourself to resonate with this beautiful melody, to become a part of the grand orchestration of life. Remember, the footprints on the sacred ground are not just reminders of the past. They are invitations to walk a path of love, compassion, and healing. They are echoes of the ancient songs, calling you home to your true self, reminding you of your inherent connection to the divine. And as you step forward on your journey, may you be guided by the harmonious frequencies of universal love and healing, allowing your own inner vibration to resonate with the song of the universe.
Section 11. The Alchemy of Stillness, Becoming the Quiet Observer. The vibrant echo of ancient songs fades, their melodies receding into the deeper chambers of your being. A shift occurs, a subtle transition from the active engagement of creation to a state of serene receptivity. You find yourself moving, almost imperceptibly, into the role of the quiet observer. It is not a passive withdrawal, but rather a conscious cultivation of inner stillness, a deliberate act of creating a sanctuary within, a place where the clamor of the external world softens and the whispers of deeper truths become audible. Imagine, if you will, the ancient world, a world less inundated with the relentless barrage of information and sensory overload that defines our modern existence. In that world, wisdom wasn't a commodity to be acquired through frantic accumulation of data, but rather a treasure to be unearthed through contemplation and quiet reflection. The sage, the healer, the wise woman, they all understood the profound power of stillness. Their hands, gentle instruments of healing, were guided not merely by anatomical knowledge, but by an inner knowing, a profound sensitivity born from countless hours spent in quiet observation of the cyclical dance of nature, of the intricate tapestry of human behavior, of the subtle currents of energy that flowed beneath the surface of all things. The incessant chatter of the mind, that relentless internal monologue, is like a muddy river obscuring the clarity of the stream beneath. When we deliberately quiet this internal noise, we create space, a void into which clarity can pour. We begin to see beyond the superficial, beyond the immediate distractions that clamor for our attention. We notice the subtle cues, the fleeting expressions that betray hidden emotions, the delicate shift in posture that signals discomfort or unease. We become attuned to the gentle nudges, the intuitive hunches, the synchronicities that weave themselves into the fabric of our lives, guiding us along our path. This state of being, the quiet observer, is not a passive retreat into apathy. It is a deeply attentive presence, a heightened state of awareness that allows us to connect with the underlying currents of life, the unseen forces that shape our reality. It's like learning to read the wind. You can't see it directly, but you can observe its effects on the leaves of the trees, the ripples on the surface of a pond, the flight of a bird. You learn to interpret these subtle signs, to understand the language of the wind, and in doing so, you gain a deeper understanding of the forces at play. Similarly, in this stillness, we become attuned to the subtle flow of universal energy, the life force that permeates all things. We learn to feel its presence, to recognize its rhythm, and to align ourselves with its natural flow. It is in this quietude that intuition speaks, not in a loud declarative voice, but in the gentle whispers of insight, the subtle knowing that arises from the depths of our being. Epiphanies emerge not as sudden, jarring revelations, but as gentle unfoldings, like the blossoming of a flower in the warm sunlight. And it is here, in the quietude of the observer, that we can truly hear the gentle whispers of guidance, the inner compass that points us towards our true north. The spiritual theme that resonates within this practice is the profound power of cultivating inner stillness, of embracing the transformative potential of quiet observation. It is a journey into the heart of awareness, a path that leads to deeper intuition, enhanced perception, and a more profound understanding of the interconnectedness of all things. The evocative image is not just the person who is observing, but the quality of that observation. Imagine the clear, unburdened gaze of a child, seeing the world with fresh eyes, unclouded by prejudice and expectation. Imagine the patient dedication of a scientist meticulously studying a phenomenon, observing every detail, noting every nuance, without judgment or preconceived notions. Or envision the compassionate gaze of a caregiver, attuned to the unspoken needs of their charge, offering comfort and support without a word. This is the essence of the quiet observer, a presence that is both attentive and accepting, a witness to the unfolding drama of life without interference or judgment. And the contemplative question that settles within you, like a pebble sinking to the bottom of a still pond, generating ripples of introspection, is this:
perhaps we might consider what small pocket of quiet observation we can create in our day, even amidst the chaos and demands of modern life, to listen more deeply. Perhaps it's just 5 minutes in the morning before the day's demands begin to clamor for our attention. Perhaps it's a walk in nature where we consciously focus on observing the beauty around us. Or perhaps it's simply taking a few deep breaths before responding to an email, allowing ourselves a moment of stillness before reacting. The answer is not prescriptive. It is deeply personal. It requires an honest assessment of our own lives, an understanding of our own rhythms and limitations, and a willingness to carve out a space for stillness, however small, amidst the noise. So you sit in this inner stillness, a quiet sanctuary you've created within yourself. You simply observe the flow of your breath, the gentle rise and fall of your chest, the subtle sensations in your body, the warmth of the air on your skin, the pressure of your seat beneath you, the gentle hum of energy that vibrates within yourselves. You become a witness to the symphony of your own being, a silent observer of the miracle that is life. You observe your thoughts without judgment, without attachment, without getting caught up in their narratives. You watch them like clouds drifting across the sky, appearing and disappearing, constantly changing shape and form. You don't try to control them, to suppress them, or to analyze them. You simply allow them to be, acknowledging their presence without giving them your power. And in this quiet presence, you feel a connection to an ancient practice of wisdom and awareness, a practice that has been passed down through generations, a practice that has been proven to unlock the doors to deeper understanding, enhanced perception, and a more profound understanding of the interconnectedness of all things. This gentle observation, this quiet attentiveness, is a form of deep listening, listening to yourself, not just to the thoughts in your head, but to the deeper wisdom of your body, to the subtle promptings of your intuition, listening to the world around you, not just to the sounds and sights that bombard your senses, but to the unspoken language of nature, to the rhythms of the earth, to the energy that flows through all things, and listening most importantly to the quiet guidance that is always available, waiting patiently to be heard when you are still enough, present enough, and open enough to receive it. This is the alchemy of stillness, transforming the ordinary into the extraordinary, the mundane into the miraculous, the chaotic into the calm. It is the path of the quiet observer, the path to deeper understanding, profound healing, and the life lived in alignment with the wisdom of the universe. And it begins with the single breath, a moment of stillness, a conscious choice to listen more deeply. It begins with you.
Section 12. The Timeless Tapestry of Touch. Hands across time. As you settle into the sanctuary of quiet observation, a gentle tide begins to rise within you. It's a sensation that transcends the immediate present, a subtle whisper that hints at something larger, something older, something profoundly interconnected. You may find yourself enveloped by a feeling of unity, a sense of belonging that resonates deep within your soul. It's as if you are not simply a solitary being in this moment, but rather a participant in an ancient and ongoing conversation, a participant in a silent yet powerful communion of souls. It is here, in this space of quiet receptivity, that you may begin to feel the ethereal touch of hands joined across time, a connection that defies the boundaries of history and geography. You are not alone in this pursuit of inner peace, this yearning for connection, this humble quest for healing. You stand shoulder to shoulder, heart to heart, with countless others who, across the eons, have also sought solace, offered comfort, and extended a hand of kindness to those in need. Imagine, if you will, a vast and luminous network, an intricate tapestry woven from the threads of intention, compassion, and unwavering care. This is not a network of wires and technology, but one of pure, unadulterated human spirit,
an ethereal latticework of joined hands stretching back through the annals of time, reaching across continents, cultures, and creeds. Picture the ancient lands, cradled in the embrace of the sun and moon, where healers practice their arts with herbs and rituals passed down through generations. See the bustling marketplaces of forgotten empires, where a stranger's helping hand could lift a fallen burden or offer a moment of respite. Envision the humble dwellings of nomadic tribes, where a gentle touch could soothe a fevered brow or ease the pain of childbirth. Every healer who mixed a poultice, every friend who offered a listening ear, every stranger who extended an unexpected act of kindness, every soul who simply held space for another's suffering, their collective energy forms the very warp and weft of this unbroken chain, this shimmering web of human connection. Think of the ancient midwives of old, their hands strong and knowing, guiding new life into the world. Picture the shamans dancing beneath starlit skies, their chants and rhythms weaving a protective shield around their community. Remember the monks meditating in silent monasteries, their prayers and intentions radiating outward like ripples in a pond. Consider the simple act of a mother soothing her crying child, the unwavering love and tenderness flowing through her touch. Each of these acts, seemingly small and insignificant in isolation, contributes to the immense power and resilience of this timeless network. When you offer kindness, when you extend a hand to someone in need, when you seek healing with an open heart and a willing spirit, you are consciously and deliberately joining hands with this timeless community. You are adding your own thread to this magnificent tapestry, strengthening its weave and amplifying its light. Your intention, your compassion, your unwavering commitment to healing becomes an integral part of this enduring legacy, a testament to the inherent goodness and potential that resides within the human spirit. The spiritual theme that resonates at the core of this experience is the profound and undeniable unity that binds us all together. It is the recognition that we are not isolated individuals, but rather interconnected parts of a larger whole, a vast and ever-evolving organism. We are all children of the same universe, connected by an invisible web of energy and intention. This unity transcends the boundaries of time and space, connecting us not only to those who live among us today, but also to those who came before us and those who will follow in our footsteps. The evocative image of hands joined across time is more than just a metaphor. It is a powerful symbol of this interconnectedness. Imagine these hands reaching out across the centuries, bridging the gaps between cultures and generations. Feel the warmth of their touch, the strength of their grip, the unwavering intention that flows through them. These are the hands that built ancient civilizations, that tilled the soil and harvested crops, that crafted tools and created art. These are the hands that wove ancient fabrics, spun intricate tales, cradled newborn children, and soothed the pain of the dying. Their touch, imbued with love, labor, and compassion, resonates through the ages, leaving an indelible mark on the collective consciousness of humanity. And now your hands, your heart, your intention for peace and healing are woven into this same enduring energy. Your presence here, in this moment of quiet contemplation, adds another layer of depth and richness to this timeless tapestry. You are not merely an observer. You are an active participant, a vital thread in the fabric of humanity. Your thoughts, your feelings, your actions have a ripple effect, extending outward to touch the lives of others, both present and future. Perhaps as you sit in stillness, you might consider the following question. In what ways do you feel connected to this timeless lineage of compassionate souls? How does the knowledge of this interconnectedness influence your thoughts, feelings, and actions? What small acts of kindness can you perform today that will contribute to the collective healing of humanity? Feel the warmth of these imagined hands, the hands of the healers, the artists, the caregivers, the revolutionaries, the poets, the dreamers, the everyday heroes who have dedicated their lives to making the world a better place. Feel the strength of their conviction, the resilience of their spirit, the unwavering hope that burned brightly within them. Allow their energy to infuse your being, to empower you to embrace your own potential for compassion, healing, and positive change. There is immense comfort to be found in this feeling of belonging to something so vast and so deeply rooted in compassion. In a world that often feels fragmented and disconnected, this sense of unity can be a source of solace and strength. It reminds us that we are not alone in our struggles, and that we are supported by an invisible network of love and compassion that spans the ages. You are not isolated. You are part of a continuous flow of gentle, healing energy that connects all of humanity across time. You are a carrier of this ancient flame, a conduit for compassion, a beacon of hope in a world that desperately needs it. Embrace this connection, nurture this energy, and allow it to guide you on your journey towards inner peace, healing, and a deeper understanding of your place in the grand tapestry of existence. And as you continue your journey, remember the image of these joined hands, a symbol of unity, compassion, and the enduring power of the human spirit. Let this image serve as a reminder that you are not alone, that you are connected to something larger than yourself, and that your actions, however small they may seem, have the power to create a ripple effect of positive change in the world. And as you extend your own hand to others, may you do so with the same love, kindness, and compassion that has been passed down through the ages, ensuring that the timeless tapestry of touch continues to grow and flourish for generations to come.
Section 13. Seeds of Restoration. A tapestry of time and hope. The echo of hands clasped across the vast corridors of time still reverberates within you, a subtle vibration that resonates with an undeniable truth. We are connected. Past, present, and future are not isolated fragments, but threads woven together in the intricate tapestry of existence. This awareness, this profound understanding of interconnectedness, allows your focus to gently glide forward, drawn by the magnetic pull of potential, the shimmering promise held within the unborn future. You begin to perceive them not as fully formed realities, but as nascent possibilities, as tiny, potent seeds of restoration scattered across the landscape of what could be. You see intentions for personal well-being, shimmering like dewdrops on a spider's web, ready to be nurtured into vibrant health and inner peace. You envision seeds of reconciliation, planted in the fertile ground of strained relationships, promising to blossom into forgiveness, understanding, and renewed connection. And further still, you glimpse the planting of seeds of global harmony, tiny sparks of empathy and compassion sown into the collective consciousness, holding the potential to cultivate a world where peace reigns supreme. Beyond the human realm, your vision extends to the natural world, ravaged and depleted by careless hands. Here you see seeds of renewal, intended to revitalize the earth, to heal its wounds, and to restore the delicate balance of its ecosystems. You imagine the parched earth drinking deeply, the air cleansing itself with the breath of flourishing forests, and the waters teeming with life once more. In the ancient lands where civilization took root and flourished under the watchful eyes of sun and moon, the act of planting seeds was imbued with a profound spiritual significance. It was far more than a simple agricultural practice. It was an act of profound faith, a tangible manifestation of unwavering belief in the future harvest, a sacred partnership with nature's inherent capacity for renewal and regeneration. The farmer, kneeling before the earth, wasn't merely depositing seeds. He was entrusting his livelihood, his hopes and his dreams to the benevolent forces of the universe. He understood that his efforts,
coupled with the inherent power of nature, would yield a bounty that would sustain life. Similarly, the act of planting seeds of restoration, whether within the intimate landscape of your own being or within the vast, interconnected web of the collective consciousness, is an act of hope, a gentle declaration of intention, and a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. It's an acknowledgement that even in the face of adversity, even amidst the rubble of destruction, the potential for growth, for healing, and for renewal remains ever present, waiting to be awakened. This isn't about forcing growth, about imposing your will upon the natural order. It's about creating the optimal conditions for flourishing, about nurturing the soil with intention and care, and then stepping back and trusting in the inherent process of unfolding, allowing the seed to sprout and grow in its own time, according to its own unique rhythm. It's about understanding that the most profound transformations often occur slowly, subtly, and organically, like the slow, gradual unfolding of a flower, petal by delicate petal. Imagine now holding these metaphorical seeds in your gentle hands, feeling their smooth, cool texture against your skin, sensing the dormant life force pulsing within them. These aren't ordinary seeds. These are vessels of potent energy, each imbued with the potential to catalyze profound change. You hold seeds of patience, allowing you to navigate the complexities of life with grace and equanimity. You hold seeds of forgiveness, enabling you to release the burdens of resentment and bitterness, freeing yourself to move forward with lightness and compassion. You hold seeds of joy, capable of transforming even the most mundane moments into opportunities for celebration and appreciation. And you hold seeds of peace, promising to soothe the anxieties of the mind and cultivate a deep sense of inner tranquility. Now, visualize the act of planting, not in a physical field, but in the fertile ground of your own being. Perhaps you choose the quiet sanctuary of your heart, a space that has witnessed both joy and sorrow, both triumph and defeat. Or perhaps you choose the vibrant landscape of your mind, a space teeming with thoughts and ideas, constantly seeking new avenues for exploration and growth. Carefully, deliberately, you press each seed into the soil, feeling the connection between your hand and the earth, between your intention and the potential it holds. As you plant these seeds within yourself, extend your awareness outward, encompassing the energetic field that surrounds you, the invisible web that connects you to all living beings. Imagine planting seeds of restoration for the benefit of others, for the healing of communities, for the reconciliation of nations. See seeds of compassion being scattered across the globe, dissolving the barriers of prejudice and discrimination, fostering a sense of shared humanity. See seeds of environmental stewardship being planted in the hearts of those who hold the fate of the earth in their hands, inspiring them to act with responsibility and foresight. Each seed, no matter how small or insignificant it may seem, represents a profound potential for healing and renewal, a promise of a brighter future. Just as the ancient lands, despite facing periods of drought, famine, and conflict, always retained the potential for new life to sprout, so too does your own life, and the world around you hold the unwavering promise of restoration. This potential is activated when seeds of intention are planted with care, nurtured with unwavering attention, and infused with the powerful energy of hope. The spiritual theme that emerges from this meditation is the profound practice of planting intentions, treating them as seeds of potent potential,
cultivating them for the purpose of personal and collective restoration and well-being. It's a practice rooted in the unwavering belief in the inherent goodness of humanity and the boundless capacity of nature to heal and regenerate. It's about trusting in the process of gentle, organic growth, allowing the seeds to sprout and flourish in their own time, guided by the wisdom of the earth and the light of the sun. It lingers in the mind is that of holding and planting seeds of restoration. The feeling of the earth beneath your fingertips, the anticipation of the harvest to come, the quiet joy of participating in the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. This image serves as a constant reminder of our interconnectedness, our responsibility to the earth, and our potential to create a more beautiful and just world. And finally, the contemplative question that softly echoes in the chambers of the heart. Perhaps we might consider what seeds of restoration we feel called to plant in our lives or in the world at this time. What dormant potentials within ourselves or within our communities are yearning to be awakened? What acts of kindness, compassion, and courage can we undertake to nurture the seeds of a brighter future? You linger with this question, allowing it to resonate within you, sensing the subtle spurrings of inspiration and purpose. You feel the promise held within each tiny seed, the potential for growth and blossoming, the unwavering belief that even the smallest act of intention can have a profound impact on the world. You plant them with care, offering them the nourishment of your gentle attention, the warmth of your hopeful energy, and the unwavering faith that they will, in their own time and in their own way, sprout, thrive, and contribute to the flourishing of all life, nurtured by the same gentle force that brings life from the earth and sustains us all. You trust in the slow, deliberate, and transformative power of planting seeds, knowing that the future is not something that happens to us, but something we actively create, one seed at a time. And in this act of faith, you find a profound sense of peace, purpose, and connection to the grand unfolding story of the universe.
Section 14. The Inner Pilgrimage. Tending the Garden of the Heart. From the tangible act of planting seeds, of nurturing life in the fertile earth, your journey embarks on a profound shift, a turning inward, akin to a pilgrimage embarked upon not across vast landscapes, but within the intricate terrain of your own being.
Section 15. Surrender to the timeless embrace. The threads of your inward journey, carefully spun with intention and nurtured with gentle contemplation, have woven a tapestry of profound connection. You have ventured into the depths of your being, planting seeds of hope and understanding, and felt the comforting presence of a lineage of kindred spirits, those who have walked the path of compassion and healing before you. Now, as this sacred time of reflection gracefully concludes, you are invited to relinquish all striving, all grasping, and simply rest. Rest in the awareness of a boundless, eternal presence that cradles all of existence in its loving embrace. Imagine, if you will, a profound and pervasive energy that permeates every corner of the cosmos, a presence that has resonated through the ages, echoing in the wisdom of ancient lands and whispering secrets in the rustling leaves of primeval forests. This is not a distant, unattainable force, but an intimate, ever-present reality, readily accessible to you, here and now, in the stillness of your heart. Visualize this embrace as a radiant, ethereal light, infinitely soft and profoundly warm, enveloping you completely. It holds you without reservation, without judgment, without expectation of any kind. This is unconditional love in its purest form, an ocean of acceptance that washes away all fear, doubt, and self-criticism. It is the very energy that fuels the celestial dance of the stars, the lifeblood that courses through the ancient rivers, the gentle coaxing that draws forth vibrant life from the most barren and cracked earth. It is the rhythm that beats within your own heart, a constant reminder of your inseparable connection to the source of all things. This gentle embrace, this unwavering presence, is the ultimate wellspring of healing and profound peace. It is the deep, unwavering knowing that you are intrinsically loved, infinitely supported, and eternally connected to something immeasurably greater and more tender than your finite mind can ever fully grasp. It is the understanding that you are not alone, that you are part of a magnificent, interwoven tapestry of life, and that you are cherished beyond measure. This very presence was with the ancient healers, guiding their gentle hands as they eased suffering and restored balance. It flowed through their hearts, infusing their touch with compassion and wisdom. It was with those who sought solace in times of despair, offering them strength, resilience, and the unwavering conviction that they were not forsaken. And it is with you now, in this very moment, offering the same solace, the same strength, the unshakable knowing that you are held, supported, and deeply loved. You need not strive to attain this embrace, nor earn its favor. It is not a reward to be won, or a privilege to be granted. It is a fundamental aspect of your being, an inherent part of the fabric of existence. All that is required is your willingness to open your heart and allow yourself to receive it. Surrender into this gentle holding. Release the tension in your body and allow the warmth of this timeless love to seep into every cell of your being. Feel the profound sense of safety, the unwavering peace, the absolute and unconditional acceptance that permeates this embrace. There is nothing you need to do to prove your worthiness, nothing you need to fix within yourself, nothing you need to achieve to earn this love. You are simply, profoundly, and irrevocably accepted just as you are. In this moment, you are simply being held, cradled in the arms of a timeless, loving embrace, allowed to rest, to heal, to simply be.
The spiritual theme that resonates throughout this experience is the profound power of resting in the awareness of an eternal, gentle presence that holds all of existence in a state of unconditional love and unwavering support. It is the recognition that we are not separate, that we are all interconnected, and that we are all deserving of love and compassion. The evocative image that anchors this reflection is that of being surrounded and held by a soft, warm, and timeless embrace. It is a sanctuary of peace, a refuge from the storms of life, and a reminder that we are never truly alone. And the contemplative question that gently brings this period of reflection to a close is this: perhaps we might consider how often we resist simply being held by this gentle, timeless presence, even though it is always readily available to us, waiting patiently for us to turn inward and receive its unwavering love. How often do we push away the very thing that can offer us the greatest solace and healing? How often do we cling to our fears, our doubts, and our self-criticisms rather than surrendering to the embrace of unconditional love? Linger in this embrace, allowing its quiet strength and boundless tenderness to permeate your being. Feel the weight of your worries lift, the tension in your body dissolve, and the peace in your heart deepen. Know without a shadow of a doubt that you are not alone. You are not separate from the source of all things. You are an integral part of this vast, ancient, and ever-present current of gentle, healing love. Let yourself be completely received, completely held, completely at peace. Release all resistance, all striving, and all expectations. Simply allow yourself to be enveloped by this timeless embrace and know that you are home. This embrace is your true home, a sanctuary that exists beyond the limitations of time and space, a place of perfect peace and unconditional love. And you can return to it whenever you wish, simply by turning inward, opening your heart, and allowing yourself to be held. As we gently bring this reflection to a close, allow the imagery of ancient lands whispering secrets of wisdom, the gentle hands of healers radiating compassion, and the timeless peace that transcends all understanding to soften within you. You don't need to consciously hold on to any specific picture or idea. Simply allow the feeling of profound calm, unwavering connection, and unconditional love to linger in your heart. The journey inward, the exploration of your inner landscape, is always available to you. The gentle, healing presence we have explored tonight is not limited to distant places or bygone eras. It is not confined to the pages of ancient texts or the echoes of forgotten rituals. It resides within you, a radiant spark of divinity waiting to be ignited. It surrounds you, an invisible shield of love and protection. It is always here, always available, waiting patiently for you to turn inward and receive its gifts. Carry the whisper of peace, the sunlight of hope, the stillness of the waters, and the scent of ancient herbs with you as you transition back into your evening, into the familiar rhythms of your daily life. Let these subtle reminders of the profound peace you have discovered within serve as anchors, grounding you in the present moment and reminding you of your inherent connection to the source of all things. Remember the vastness of the starlit sky, a boundless expanse of infinite possibilities. Remember the warmth of hands joined across time, a testament to the enduring power of human connection. And remember the gentle embrace of unconditional love, a sanctuary of peace that you can always return to.
You are part of a beautiful, ongoing story of resilience, compassion, and gentle healing. You are a thread in the tapestry of life, and your presence here is essential. Rest in the knowing that you are held in a timeless embrace now and always, loved beyond measure and supported on your journey. May the peace you have cultivated in this quiet space, the connection you have forged with your inner self, and the unwavering knowing that you are loved remain with you, guiding you, comforting you, and empowering you to live a life filled with joy, purpose, and compassion. May you carry the light of this experience with you always, illuminating your path and inspiring you to be a beacon of hope and healing for others.